Hi, I'm Mike, and this is NFGeeks. Well, I thought I would do another solo video, just a brief one, because I had some NF thoughts today that I didn't want to forget. I wanted to get them out there. And I had them while I was on my bike, biking on the bike path, like I have all my good NF thoughts. And I was thinking about the way I, as an ENFP, have had different relationship dynamics and patterns with the various NF types. And so I was kind of putting that all through my head. So I thought I would talk about that. One thing that's interesting, first of all, is that, any NF, I know this is true about me as an ENFP, and it might be true about you, but it seems that NFs have a ton of NF friends, like a circle of NFs come together, and you might think as an NF that there's lots of NFs in the world, but really there isn't. We're a minority. Granted, I think NTs are a greater minority, but NFs are a minority, and yet NFs somehow find each other. I always think that's really interesting. It's like the N-force. Somehow NFs somehow get together and find other NFs. And I think that's really cool, So I wanted to talk about the different interactions I've had with these, with the various types of NFs. And there might be something that could be extrapolated to the other types, too, within the other three temperaments. I don't know, because I'm only an NF. But maybe you can see if there's some sort of parallel dynamic going on with the various types that you interrelate in the same way with. We'll see. So, first I want to talk about INFP. So, an ENFP, INFP. And I've had a lot of different relationships with INFP. I've logged a lot of INFP hours. I've had more than one intimate long-term relationships with INFP. I've had more than one short-term intimate relationships with INFP. I've had friendships with INFP. I've had a lot of interactions with INFP. And, what I find is that when ENFP and INFP are facing out to the world, so we're both facing in the same direction, so all our functions are going together towards the world, everything is very, very parallel, okay? And we're really on the same page. So when INFP and me as an ENFP are looking at things in the world, people, the reality, whatever, the environment, we're processing it very, very similarly. Okay, so we both have the extroverted intuition, we both have the introverted feeling, it's all kind of going in the same way and is being processed the same way. So it really feels like a team. Anytime I've been with an INFP and we've been doing a task in the world, complex, whatever, people, it feels very much like a team effort. Everybody's on the team, everybody's on the same page, everybody's following the same plan. It really works. I like that a lot. When there's problems, I find, and this is the real issue, is when those functions, which are all going in the same direction and in the same ways, are pointed at each other. When we point our stuff at each other, it gets bad and unravels. That's what I find. And it kind of feels like either two hoses, two fire hoses on each other, or it feels like almost like a ping pong ball match with, I don't know, atomic particles. Imagine atomic particles hitting each other, gaining speed each time, and increasing in energy or whatever. Just beep, 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 and then it just sort of explodes. It comes apart at the seams. And I think that's because the functions going in the same way aren't gelling. They're hitting each other, bam, bam, bam. They keep hitting each other harder, 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 until the whole thing unravels. And I've pretty much had that experience with lots of INFPs, unfortunately. Now, I don't think that's any problem in terms of, like, is that the INFP's fault? Is that the ENFP's fault? It's nobody's fault. It's just the way our functions are similar in direction, that when they face each other, they smack into each other. Maybe that could be avoided. And I would love to hear it, because I haven't been able to do that so at all. So next on to INFJ, and what I find about INFJ that's different is that even though we're all both of us are seeing the world in different directions. This has been my experience of ENFP, INFJ. We're all like this, having these different conclusions and different perceptions. The relationship itself is much more balanced when this comes together, because we interlock better. We both have the same strengths, but running in different directions with introverted, extroverted. And I find that it creates sort of a circuit, a circuit of emotional, energy, of psychological energy, spiritual, passion, sensualness, whatever you want to put in there. But it seems to be a balanced circuit where everything in the relationship's going round and round and round. Sometimes it's on the INFJ side, sometimes on the ENFP, but it's going round and round. And because this is being shared like that, both sides are more open to the differences here. So, you know, INFJ, when the energy swings around, can kind of appreciate and see the ENFP point of view, and when their energy swings around, you know, the ENFP can see the INFJ point of view. It just feels a little more balanced, that, you know, that's what I'm noticing. Now, another interesting thing, though, is when ENFP meets ENFP, I find... What the hell is this? What the... Jesus!
You are under arrest. I have an SJ warrant to take you into custody. You are charged with crimes against Myers-Briggs, typism, saying feminists are hot, and being an overall NF douchebag.
Oh my God! Everyone is taking this way too seriously. I mean,
what the
hell? What?
Mace!
What? Oh my God! My eyes! Ah! Oh my God! Ah! My eyes! What did you do? What the hell is happening? Jesus Christ! Somebody help me! Help! Oh my God! Oh! Jesus!
Stop resisting!
Ah!
Stop resisting!
Ah!
Stop resisting, Dad! Stop resisting!